going to kick straight off and we'll go straight over to the maid of honour for the first speech, Laura.
So hi everyone, I'm Laura, and of course I couldn't start the speeches without noticing how absolutely stunning our beautiful bride looks today, and how well Rob describes them as well. As you can see, they make a very handsome couple on that show.
Yeah.
So I'm here as Eve's maid of honour. But as some of you know, I actually met Rob first. Rob and I have been friends since college, which scarily is nearly 15 years ago. So whilst we're here celebrating the start of their married lives together, I would quite like to look back at the start of Rob and Eve's relationship and what led us all to be celebrating here with them today. So I can remember when Rob first told us that he'd started seeing someone. He'd moved up to Big Smoke, London, for a grad job, which was a world away from our sleepy town of Bexhill. And being good friends, obviously we needed to do a bit of recon ourselves, and immediately Facebook stalked Eve. Because who knows what these London girls are like? And we still actually don't know what these London girls are like, because as you probably know, Eve is Greek. And if you weren't sure before, you'll certainly know this evening when all the Greek dancing gets going. It's going to be great. Rob told us that his new girlfriend was beautiful, funny, kind, and altogether fantastic. But for some reason, he was slightly apprehensive to let all his friends meet her. I've got no idea why. Although, if you look over to table number 7 at the back there, of all the Bexhillians, then you might be able to make your own judgment on who. So when he agreed to bring her down to Bexhill for Emma's birthday, half a year after they started dating, we were all very excited, intrigued, and definitely slightly suspicious, as she sounded too good to be true. And then we met Eve. Just as Rob had said, she was indeed very beautiful, funny and kind. More than that, she was fun, friendly and clever, not only studying psychology at uni, which is obviously the best choice of degree, I can say, without any bias whatsoever, but she was also doing so in her second language. Amazing. And so our suspicions were proved. She clearly was too good to be true, and we decided she must be a paid actress. I must say, Rob kept up the charade very well, as both Rob and Eve put up a lot of pictures on social media, a particularly notable one being at the Sea Life Centre. We met Eve many more times for birthdays and Christmases, and when Evan and I moved to London for a few years, Rob had even thought to leave a large amount of her things at the flat. Well, Rob pretended that they all shared with AJ when he tried to convince us that they were living together, and she really was indeed his girlfriend, and he didn't know why we still or ever thought she was an actress just pretending to be his girlfriend. And again, on Eve's behalf, I have to say, she really went above and beyond the job description, as the four of us went on an amazing holiday to Crete that she organised, taking us to all the best beaches, bars, restaurants, and trying to talk us out of an unfair speeding ticket. We all spent lots of time together exploring London, tasting cardboard cocktails, and of course, I'll never forget the first seeing Eve try on her beautiful wedding dress, and definitely not seeing her dancing on a table at her hen do. I have to say, it was all incredibly convincing. So Rob, you'll be pleased to hear that now we are at your wedding after the most lovely ceremony. But I am now convinced that Eve is not just an actress pretending to be your now wife. At least 50% convinced. In all seriousness though, whilst this is my maid of honour speech to Eve, for which Rob actually gave strict instructions not to talk about him at all, sorry Rob, I I would actually like to raise the first of two toasts for Rob. So yeah, this glass is for you, Rob.
Oh, thank you.
I know you regularly regret introducing me to Eve, as we have become so close, we get on so well, and frequently plot together against you all about things you want us to do. But she is everything that you said she was right from the start, whilst we can all see that she is incredibly beautiful, especially today in her wedding dress. More importantly, she is so much fun, one of the kindest, most genuine people I know, and I can't imagine my life without her in it. So Rob, thank you for introducing me to one of my best friends, which I will be forever in your debt. To Rob. And I'd like to finish with another quick toast. Rob and Eve, I am lucky enough to count both of you as one of my closest friends, which is very lucky, as there is no one else I would believe is good enough for either of you. You go together so well, you are both so thoughtful, full of laughter, and love each other so much. I have no doubt that you will make each other happy forever. So I'd like to raise another glass to the newly married couple, Rob and Eve.
Thank you, Lord.
Thank you very much, Laura. Now, straight on to the next speech. Next up is Eve's bridesmaid and sister, Dina.
Hello everyone. For those who don't know me, I am Eve's sister. My name is Dina and I am the little sister of the bride. Since you have had the ability to light up the room and you are so sunny today. First of all, I want to thank you, all of you, for coming and celebrating this beautiful new marriage, especially all those who had to buy a plane ticket and pay of time off work to be here. Growing up, I always had a lot to learn, and it was my biggest example of how to be. Our relationship has always been solid. We fought, of course, many times. But my memories are filled with giggles and hugs. Eve is the only person who can make me laugh so hard, and I can honestly say I wouldn't be half the person I am today if I didn't have a big sister like her to protect me and to look up to. Eve has been there through thin and thick, been my confidant and advisor, and I'm truly blessed to have someone like her in my life. I'm proud to call you my big sister. Eve, when I look back on our time growing up, I admit that all of my best memories have you in them. You were the perfect partner in crime. I can recall so many memories full of fun when we should have been quiet and sleeping. Mom and Dad spent many nights yelling at us to go to sleep. The truth is that this is a bad habit we'll continue to have even nowadays, when we're sharing a room, and I love it. I remember that the time when we were on holiday and we were swimming. We had an air mattress with us. It was shaped like an armchair, and we were trying to sit on that. Eve was older than me, and she could sit more easily than me. Because I was younger, I couldn't sit without any help, alone. But I remember that every time I managed to sit, Eve was pushing the back of the armrest in order to throw me into the water again. Also, I mentioned two more funny moments. Some years ago, Eve was lying down and asked me to get up and stand up working on her back. Yes, I was lighter then. When she told me to get down, I did it. Then she turned her back sharply to the side, and I fell down on the floor. After that, Eve, to excuse herself, she said, "Oh, I had passed her before, but she didn't fall down." Some days later, it was night, and we were lying next to each other in the dark, telling jokes and laughing. Suddenly, unconsciously, I knocked her and she fell down on the floor. Then I told her, "Oh, I had pushed you before, but you didn't fall down." The truth is, I remember wondering if there could ever be a guy brave enough for my sister. Well, here it is. Now you have a perfect man in your life. I see the way Rob looks at her, and I'm glad she found such a wonderful person to spend the rest of her life with. She is worthy of all the love in the world, and I am beyond thrilled that she has found that in Rob. I know that Rob will take care of her, and that Eve will take care of him. Seeing who Eve has become and what she has accomplished has made me feel in a way of her. I knew that whoever could win her heart would have to be someone special. And Rob is certainly just as special as Eve.
Oh, wow. Not sure about that.
The love that Eve and Rob have for each other is something that is truly magical and miraculous, and I, for one, am grateful to be able to witness it. Today is the happiest and most joyful day I have ever seen you. Both of you.
Oh.
Both of you deserve of each other's love, which is an inspiration to all of us. I have an incredible sister already, and I have been doubly blessed this day by gaining a brother too, a big brother.
Oh.
May your dreams be shared with visions of you hand in hand, and your love deepen every day of your lives. We wish you both an incredibly happy and long life together. May your years be full of happiness, and I can't wait to see what the future brings. I would like to thank you, everyone, so much for traveling to Oxford to be part of my amazing sister and Rob's wedding, and I can't wait to see all of you on the floor dance very soon. Let's all raise our glasses to the bride and groom and wish them a life full of love and happiness. Cheers! Cheers.
Thank you very much, Tina. In case anyone's wondering, this is my only job. Sorry, you're not getting much out. Straight on, over to the father of the bride, Eve's dad.
Καλησπέρα σας. Ευχαριστούμε πάρα πολύ που παρευρεθήκατε εδώ σε αυτές τις όμορφες στιγμές των παιδιών μας.
My dad would like to thank you all for coming here today, and we are honored that we can share these special moments with you.
Καλωσορίζουμε το γαμπρό με όλη μας την καρδιά και το δίνουμε ένα παιδί διαμάντι.
We are welcoming the group to our family, and we would like to let you know that we are passing over a diamond for you.
Θα ήθελα να ευχηθώ βίων αφόσφαλτο και καλούς απογόνους.
He would like to wish a life full of happiness together and forever, and many more children to come.
Not too many, yeah?
Ευχαριστώ όλους πάρα πολύ, εκ βάθους της καρδιάς μου και πιστεύω ότι δεν είναι κουραστικός.
He would like to thank you everyone so much, and he hopes that this wasn't one of the tiring speeches.
Τώρα θα πιάσω το ποτήρι και θα τους ευχηθώ. Ποιος είναι η μάνα σου εδώ?
Στην υγεία μας.
Cheers!
Cheers.
And we'll go straight on to Eve's mum now.
Hello, welcome everyone. My name is Nicoleta and I am Eve's mother. On behalf of my husband, Simon, and myself, we would both like to thank you for joining us to celebrate the marriage of my daughter, Eve and Robbie. Eve, being your mom, is a joy and privilege, and I want you to know that I love you so much, so I couldn't be prouder of the beautiful, smart, and strong woman you have grown into today. You always set high goals, and every time you succeed, you make me and your dad more and more happy. Watching her grow from the moment she was a little girl, I recall many memories full of fun and laughter. I still remember when Eve was 4 years old, which were the first days in which she could speak fluently. Because she wanted to have company to play, every morning she went to the balcony to see the children who were on the way to school. But she didn't use only to see them, she always calling them, "Hello kids, where are you going? Do you want to play with me? Come to my home." Hey, yes, I am talking to you. Eve was always pretty social. Eve, now you are a woman, a bride, a wife to a loving husband. As a parent, you want your child to succeed in life, both personally and professionally. But one of the most satisfying rewards is seeing your child experience true love and happiness, which he has absolutely found with Rob. When Rob walked in her life, I knew she had made the man of her dreams. To know that Eve has found that special love in her life makes me feel so grateful. That kind of love is truly special, and it is something that you should cherish and take care of. Marriage is about support, understanding, and love. This is why I know Eve and Rob will have a wonderful marriage, and why I couldn't be more excited to welcome Rob to our family. May your marriage be full of dreams, realized support for each other, and never-ending love. I wish you a life filled with happiness. May every day of your life hold wonderful shared experience. To Eve and Rob.
Okay, next we're going to move straight on to the groom himself, Rob Drummond.
Hi everybody, how's everyone feeling? This wedding's been 11 months in planning, 6 years in dating, so it's good to finally get to this point. So that's good. Basically, my speech is going to be terribly boring because I'm just going to be thanking a lot of people, so bear with me. First of all, I want to thank Vicky and Tony, who have this place and have been so kind and patient with us and so organised in helping us set up this barn, which I hope you all agree looks amazing. And I don't mean to blow my own horn, but I did pick the colour scheme on I want to quickly invite David, who I think threw an amazing ceremony at the church. David and the whole community at the church have been so welcoming to me and Eve. In fact, last time we went to church, they just put on a breakfast for us. They just gave us sausage rolls and a cup of tea before the start of the ceremony. And I've never had that at church before, so that was definitely a nice touch, and I will definitely be going to church more often. Yeah, that's definitely a way to get more people in. And finally, the catering, and I hope you all enjoyed the food. I certainly did. I had the pork belly and the cheesecake, and that was phenomenal. So I hope you all enjoyed the meals, and I want to say thank you to Zest Catering. I also want to say thank you to the photographers and videographer and the DJ that's going to play some amazing music later. Mixture of Greek and English, so I expect to see every single one of you on the dance floor, and there's no excuses. Alright? So that's that done. The next thank you is to every single one of you that have come to this wedding. Not just coming to this wedding, but the reason you are here is you have each played a pivotal part in mine and Eve's life. And getting us to this point, I think we can share at least one good story with each one of you, I like to think. And it's for that reason that you are all here today, and I cannot thank you enough. So I would like to raise the first toast to every single one of you that have come to this wedding. We couldn't have been here without you, and we really appreciate it. So, to everyone, cheers. Cheers. Okay, now, a few individual thank yous. The first one goes to Dr. Laura Newman-Gill. If I don't say doctor, I get shot. So, and her husband, Evan Newman-Gill, sorry. They've both been incredibly helpful in building up to this wedding. Laura's been checking in with Eve every single day. Even when I want to watch TV, but especially when I want to watch TV. Yeah. But they've actually helped make this wedding come together. They've made the journey easier, and without their help, we wouldn't have made it such a success. So thank you, Laura, and thank you, Evan. I know you've gone out of your way even when it wasn't asked. So thank you very much for that. Yeah, give them a round of applause. Oh, and I forgot Baby Kit as well, who is really the star of this wedding, to be honest. So yeah, thank you to both of you. I want to say thank you to, who am I going to say thank you to next? I'm going to say thank you to my groomsmen. I'm going to say thank you to Victor and Ben, who have been also helpful and have followed my very late instructions for today. And even up to this point, Ben is still getting fed instructions. Oh no, this person's not speaking, we've got to change it. So they've both been very flexible and adaptable, and so have their partners. So I want to say thank you to Ben and Victor, who've been the star today. So thank you. So yeah, round of applause for them, please. The best man is going to be saved till last. Alright, so don't start wondering why I haven't mentioned him, because his time will come. Don't worry about that. I do want to say another thank you to, I want to say thank you to Robbie's family. I want to say thank you especially to Nicoletta and to Simos. They have been so welcoming to me, even when I came to Greece. Never let me be out of place. In fact, I think Eve's dad, Simos, and myself have a different language we speak. It's not Greek, it's not English, it's whiskey. And you know what? Both of us seem to speak very fluently. So that's definitely been a help. And I also want to say thank you to all my family, and especially my mum and dad, Kenneth Drummond and Bernadette Drummond, who have also been so welcoming to Eve and have helped also put this whole thing together and get the minor details. And I bet you haven't missed the best. This is Drummond's clan, yeah. So take a good look. So I think we've got a couple of bouquets to be passed out. So just hold on 1 second, bear with us.
We would like to start by thanking the mother of the groom.
Okay, so that's a big thank you to both the parents. Of course, we wouldn't be here without their guidance. Even when Eve and I think we know better, and we do argue against them when possible, we still take their advice on board, and we wouldn't have been here without them. So that is a thank you from both of us to the four of you. So thank you very much for getting us to this point. So I would like to raise another toast to the parents. Cheers. And okay. Oliver, you're still last. I'm going to move on to the beautiful brides. I think we can all agree she's beautiful, right? Yes! She looks amazing, right? Yes! Okay, so before I carry on, I'm going to raise the toast now for this one. I cannot wait any longer. This is for the amazing bride, which I'm sure will be the amazing wife, and has been the amazing girlfriend and fiancé, to Evie, yeah? Don't worry, there's more to come, so don't worry. I'm just getting this toast now. So don't feel you've been shortchanged. So first of all, a toast to Evie and Ia. So, Evie and Ia. It's been a long journey, I think. We've basically toured North London and all the different places we lived. Some, I would almost describe slums. If you're going to Wood Green, just make sure you move quickly through it and don't stop for anything, alright? Unfortunately for us, we lived there for a bit, didn't we? Yeah, we won't be making that mistake again. Yes, Eve and I have been through a lot together in the 6 years we've been dating. We've moved several places, and we've not only changed jobs, but we've changed entire careers. And we supported each other through every decision we made. Eve even managed to support England during the Euros and World Cup. And she's starting to soon learn as an English fan, you get quite shortchanged early on. So yeah, sorry about that, there's not many trophies or celebrations. This is the best you're going to get. So yeah, we've been through a lot together. You have also immersed yourself and cemented yourself not only as a core group of our family, but also as our friends as well. And I think it's come to the point now that people are inviting you, and I'm the plus one. So it's starting to become a bit of an issue, to be honest. I'm gonna need to have some words, but I think that's just a showcase of your character, how flexible and adaptable you've been. You really have immersed yourself in my life, and you support everything about it. Still going to be a musician one day, I promise you that. And Eve is still supporting that dream, so at least someone is. So I couldn't have asked for a better partner in life. And you're certainly my best friend. Sorry, Ben. I don't know where I would be without you. I certainly wouldn't have as much clean clothes to wear. But you're a lot more than that. You are definitely my partner in crime. That joke came off the top of my head. Honestly, Evinia, I don't know where I'd be without you. You're definitely the rock to my life, and I want to thank every moment I've had with you. And I do want to say you look absolutely stunning today. A really good, beautiful bride. Everything I could have ever hoped for and more. And yeah, you're definitely the diamond that shone through. And I'm happy to take this one from Greece. So I am going to ask you to raise one more toast to Evinia, because I think she absolutely deserves it, especially for putting up with me for 6 years and for the rest of her life. We're all saying God is with you. So cheers again, sending out to Evinia, the beautiful bride. Now, I don't lie, alright? I will keep to my promise. Mr. Willows. You are finally. Cheeky bugger. You will be next. So I do want to introduce the best man, so then you can take a break. You've done a great job so far. You've introduced everyone, and everyone knew their place. So big round of applause for Mr. Benjamin Sayers. Thank you very much. So yeah, Oliver, you're not only a man today, you're now the best man. Yeah? I want you to prove it. Okay? So let's see what you got to say, and yeah, good luck. And you know, you remember what I told you to miss out, yeah? You deleted what I told you to delete, yeah? Okay, good. Right, so I'd like to hand over to the man himself, the best man, Mr. Oliver Willows.
Thank you for that introduction. Thank you. I'd like to start by also thanking everyone for being here today. I'm sure you all agree that Robbie and Eve have picked a stunning venue, and it's been wonderful to have both their families and their friends come together to celebrate today. I'm aware that we have differing levels of English understanding in the room today, and I'd like everyone to feel welcomed and part of the celebrations. So with that in mind, I prepared a few words in Greek that use family, or anyone on the side can speak the language. I'll of course translate what I think I've said. It goes. Theo na kalosoristo sin ikoyenia, tis Eve ke na echaristo, oles ke ulus, esas pu vriskaste edo simera. Ine, thank you. It's very well said. Ine, poli, harumnos, pu sans norizo, ke ime, sikoros, pos oro, ke Eve. Tha, sizon, mia, poli, Efti hezmene zoi nazi. Na zizete. I'll take that as a good sign.
He's basically swore at them.
I was expecting either applause or just perplexed looks, like butcher the language, so I'll take the applause. So again, what I think I've just said is I want to welcome you to family and thank you all for being here today. It's wonderful to see you, and I'm sure that Rob and Eve will have a very happy life together. And then I finished with a traditional saying good luck to the newly married couple. I've known Rob for pretty much my whole life. His mum and I are twins, and so in many ways, as Rob said in his best man speech at my wedding, we're more than cousins, but actually half brothers. Of course, this also means that I saw a lot of Rob growing up, and can speak to the different character traits he developed during those formative years. For example, Rob's always been a creative person. This really came to the fore when we were children, in particular when my sister Louise and I were visiting Rob and his parents. During many visits, all three of us would get ready to go out and tell our parents we were going for a walk, fully intending to actually head to the nearest shop and buy as much chocolate as humanly possible, then sneak back into the house. The parents were probably fully aware of what we were doing, but nevertheless in the moment it felt like something from James Bond or Mission Impossible. I distinctly remember Rob developing these elaborate plans for how we would sneak our mountain of chocolate and sweets back into the house each time, which often involved me being sent to distract the parents. As I said, Rob's always had a creative streak. And that creativity stretched into adult life for Rob as well. A perfect example is his music. Rob has been obsessed with music for as long as I can remember. From playing guitar when he was younger, Rob has now for many years been making his own music, including beats, melodies, and adding his own voice as well. I've seen Rob's creativity be expressed through his music for many years, and remember when we would spend many an hour on the top floor of his parents' house, in his self-declared studio/man cave, as Rob would play the latest track he'd created. I won't lie. In the early days, there were fewer hits than misses. However, Rob has stuck at it, and these days I don't even need earplugs when I listen to what he creates. His passion for music is a big part of his character, and he's definitely carrying a creative spirit. Another defining trait of Rob is the importance of family. I know Rob always enjoys our big family events, and seeing people we don't see as often, I know how happy he'll be to have so many family members here today. We both enjoyed our many trips to Ireland when we were younger as well, to visit family. One visit in particular stands out to me, which involved Rob, Louise and I heading out for the day to the local towns where our granny and uncles lived, furthest. I was quite young at the time, though of drinking age, and so, you guessed it, we headed to the pub. That's where we each enjoyed a pint of Guinness before heading back to where we were staying, where our mums were waiting for us. Well, perhaps Rob's elaborate planning from the days of sneaking chocolate back into his parents' house deserted him that day, as it was apparently immediately obvious that we'd all been out for a drink. Cue horror from both of our mums, and a stern telling off for Rob. Somehow, I always seem to avoid the scoldings whenever I was with Rob. That's probably why I enjoy visiting so much. But as I said, family is important to Rob, and I'm delighted to be able to formally welcome Eve into our family today. Eve can be confident that she is marrying a hard-working man who's been able to adapt to wherever he's been living. After growing up in Yeovil in the southwest, something which was thoughtfully remembered during Rob's stag party, as we bought a farm a fancy dress outfit for him to wear for the day, Rob then moved to Bexhill, and from there, after uni, on to London. Once in London, Rob had to work many late nights, and, well, deal with Londoners. Neither is an easy prospect. But Rob was able to weather those challenges, and of course, it was in London that he met his wonderful bride. It really is a romantic story. Boy and girl both working in the same train station, boy asks girl to go out for a drink, and they live happily ever after. Although, in Rob's telling of the story, when he asked Eve for a drink for the first time, she was actually rushing from work to catch a train, and so may or may not have been fully aware of what she was agreeing to. But nevertheless, things clearly went well enough for a second date, and here they are today. From the first time I met Eve, it was clear that she and Rob would be a good fit. Eve is focused, calm, and caring. And I know that she and Rob are going to have a wonderful life together. I'm sure we can all agree that she looks perfect today. And I have it on good authority that she is largely responsible for how well this day has come together. Sorry. Apart from the top. You look up, it's very nice. How many Eve up there, Rob? Eve's made a real effort to get to know not only Rob's parents, but also his close friends. So much so that some of Rob's friends are now amongst us too.
God thanks, Laura.
Seeing friends. I spoke earlier about it being a good reflection on Rob, being able to move from Bexhill to London and adapt successfully. Well, I think moving from Greece to the UK, leaving behind many of your family members, is a real sign of a strong character. Of course, one of the best things about being married is that you have a partner for life. Someone to make plans with and share burdens with. I know that two people who've worked hard to be where they are now put the same energy into making their marriage everything they want it to be. And all will be well so long as Rob remembers the golden rule. A happy wife is a happy life. One final point about Rob is that his heritage is important to him. In particular, both his Irish and Scottish roots, which of course come from his parents. Through extensive research, well, Googling the origins of the name Drummond, I've collected some points to help Eve learn more about the history behind Rob's family name.
Okay.
The surname Drummond was founded in Perthshire in central Scotland. The distinguished family name is said to be descended from a Hungarian prince. And, according to houseofnames.com, the Drummond family motto is go carefully.
Yeah.
Go wary. However, Rob and Eve have waited many years for today, so I say enough of being careful or wary. Go and have fun as you start your new lives together. And on that note, I invite you all to raise a glass and cheers the happy couple with me. To Rob and Eve. Cheers! Yanas!
Yanas!
We're done.
That is it. DJs, how long music up? There's no more speeches now. We're done.